Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense takes the field. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, or you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A 3rd and long coming up here. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They'll give it to him again. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short, because the whole playbook is open.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Kennesaw State 7, Baylor 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
They go to the draw. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Working that left side now.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught downfield. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? He scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Fair catch called for and made. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. 2nd and short now after that completion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Feeling some heat. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They're bringing heat. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, they'll mark it at the 8. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe try.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. San Diego State had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans are psyched for hoop season, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's got him in the flat. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Kennesaw State! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the... He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball in the air, intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Looking for room. It's Washington. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bears will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They've got the screen set up. Got room at the 35. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. To the air on first down. Got his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
As an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss.
You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 35, he's open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going up top on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start